Oh, it looks like we're back. But do I have to cue anime music though? Yes, we're fucking back! Are we? Oh god. Yes, we're fucking back, let's fucking go. The anime music is stuttering, but that's only because it's buffering, otherwise it's perfectly fine. All I had to do was kill the VTuber software. So let's see, so that's the Brussels sprouts pretty much cleaned up and whatnot. But I'm gonna quickly do this. Or actually, do I want to wash them first? I'm gonna wash the Brussels sprouts first. Before I do anything else. Ugh. Get them in this colander here. Ugh. Ugh. There we go. It looks all nice and clean. And I've got this like fucking massive pile of Brussels sprout reject parts here that I should probably get rid of. I'll be right back. Let me clean up a bit. Get all this here. All that shit that I just brushed off to the side. Ooh, are my hands big enough? Yes, they are. Yes, yes, yes. Be right back. Give me a second. Let me quickly do a few quick fixes. And it feels kind of bad without the VTuber in the corner here. But let me see if I can fix that. Not VTuber. Let me add something as a placeholder. I'll do this. Got that. There we go. I could add this instead. It's not the same, but it will do. Right. Are we good to go? Right, I'm gonna wash the Brussels sprouts. I'll be right back. I'm gonna pause that for a moment. I'm gonna pause the music, let it buffer. Ooh, I probably shouldn't train here. It's dropping water all over the cables. That's probably not a good thing. Give me a second. Get that out the way because I don't want an electrical fire. Electrical fires are cringe. They are not based at all. Right. What can I do at this point? So I've got the chopped garlic and shallots in here. I've cleaned up the Brussels sprouts. That's pretty much the hard part out of the way. So I'm gonna cut these spring onions. I should wash these too. So let's see. Got the white parts. Man, the music skipping is kind of like annoying me. TBH, I don't know about you. But let me get this in the fucking bowl. Man, shut the fuck up, music. Music's paused for now. Cut that. I'll cut the lighter parts out and fry that up. And you know what? I'm gonna put the whole fucking thing in TBH. It's all gonna get fried up, and there's not much point adding the green bits as a topping in okonomiyaki. I think, in my humble opinion, it's all gonna get fried up. Boop, boop. Get that, get that. Parts. I wonder if I could do something. Let me try this. There we go, that's more like it. I imagine they'll be a lot more demanding, a lot less demanding on my laptop. Alright, that's fine, I'm totally fine with that. Okay. These Brussels sprouts, I've already washed them, I've already cleaned them. All we have to do is shred them and get them in this motherfucking bowl here. So, yeah, I'm just gonna shred them as much as I can. You can shred them as roughly or as, you know, finely as you like. There we go. That. Just roughly chopping them. Basically, I'm trying to separate the outer leaves from the core here. So you got the core here, got the outer leaves here. Basically, I'm trying to separate all of them. Get them all distributed, because Brussels sprouts by themselves are actually quite dense. Now, it took me a while to find this BGM, but I'm glad I found it. I had no idea it was an Idol Master track. This is like a BGM for any occasion. So let's see if we can break this apart. So I guess the way that I want to do this is right through the middle, and then like that, I guess. And I could like manually process them. I could just like crush them with my hand, trying to separate them. I'll do that in a bit. So roughly shredding them, This is gonna be a big, massive fucking pile of Brussels sprouts. I think. I might not want to use all of the Brussels sprouts, just in case. And I could save the rest of the Brussels sprouts for more okonomiyaki in the future. But we'll see. Boo, 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 boo. Hell yeah. I've already cut that bit out, so shred it. Sorry, I'm in the chopping zone here. Basically, I'm just assessing the Brussels sprout, see their structure, and cut them accordingly. But as someone once said, the more time you spend in prep, the less time you have to cook. The less time you need to cook, I mean. That's fine. Just roughly shredding them. Roughly. God, I'm actually just looking forward to eating this TBH. I don't care about anything else. And I've got some rice in the fridge as well. Ooh, I wish I had beer so I could add that to the batter, but I kinda drank the last of my beer. Unfortunate, but I do have wine. I do have white wine. I guess it'll do. But with beer, you could just use it to make beer batter, which is quite dope, if I do say so myself. More Brussels sprouts, more cabbage leaves. I don't know why people complain about Brussels sprouts so much. I get why they might not like it. They might not like the bitterness that comes with it, but otherwise I think it's quite a nice flavor. I like cabbages, I like Brussels sprouts. I'd much rather have them over, like, say, lettuce, for example. Lettuce, I find, is a bit too watery. I mean, yeah, it's fresh and whatnot, but you don't really... But that's it, really. It's just fresh. There's not much else to it. It's fresh and it's crisp, but that's it. The cabbage, it's fresh and crisp, and it has flavor. And it doesn't feel like it's watering down anything. But I guess if you're having, like, heavy foods, then I guess lettuce plays a role in that to, you know, lighten it up a bit for, like, greasy foods and whatnot. I imagine. That's just my wild, crazy conspiracy theory. God, imagine if I play back and watch back the VOD and it's all absolute fucking stuttering and all that. I'm gonna be absolutely heartbroken. Gonna be absolutely heartbroken, and I will never do a cooking stream ever again. Unless if I find a way to haul my PC into my kitchen. Maybe. That's actually not bad. I think we're getting close. I'm not doing precise measurements because I'm not baking anything. I just cook with my heart. Just follow my heart when I cook. People who need recipes when they cook, they're not pure of heart. And are thus not trustworthy. Could have with a few more Brussels sprouts, I guess. Actually, I'll just use all the Brussels sprouts, and I don't have to use all the batter. Man, I fucking love chopping Brussels sprouts. I love chopping cabbage. Man, if you ever go to, like, a Japanese restaurant and they have, like, shredded cabbage on the side, that's, like, absolutely peak. And they add that gomadare, which is sesame sauce, sesame seed sauce. That is just like, that is so fucking fresh. That is so fucking good. I could eat, like, several kilos of that stuff. TBH. I should probably, like, rebrand as a rabbit VTuber. Wouldn't that be funny? Yeah, I could rebrand as, like, a bunny boy VTuber and pander to some absolute fucking weirdos on Twitch. Absolute fucking weirdos. Absolute weirdos that I don't want anything to do with. TBH. Yeah, we've got a nice healthy pile going on here. I'm kinda impressed. that's so fucking dope. We're getting there. Only 6 more Brussels sprouts to go. Oh my god. Man, just take a moment for a second and just admire this fucking pile of Brussels sprouts, of shredded Brussels sprouts. That's so fucking cool. This. Man, this is a pretty dense one. You can feel each and every single layer you cut through. We've almost got the hard part. Well, not hard, it's just tedious. It's just time consuming. There we go. Last one, the last Brussels sprout. Kiss it for luck. God. I'm so fucking done with this. Let me see. I probably should have got all this out the way before the stream, TBH. Oh my goodness, that's a big fat fucking pile. Ugh. Yeah, it's just a matter of transferring this into the bowl. Actually, let me just chop it up a bit more. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, you're gonna be fucking farting all night after eating all this. TBH. I'm not gonna lie. But that's why you have to cook it all the way through. Let's see. Ugh. I wish, it's times like these, I wish I had like a cleaver, like a proper Chinese cleaver or something. I'll be going absolutely fucking ham on this. Right. That's it. That's the big fucking pile. Right. Let's get this into the fucking bowl. So, spring onion, garlic, shallots, these are completely optional, but I decided to include them anyway. Here we go. Ugh. Ooh, that smells lovely. Ugh. Right. My goodness, that's the hard part out of the way. Look at that. Just gonna toss them a bit. Look at that, fucking look at that. Give me a moment, let me just tidy up a bit before I continue. That. I'll just wipe all this on the floor and sweep it up. Get all the shite off the floor. Right. So the next part is to get the batter. We're gonna make the batter and season it. Oh, that's a bit of garlic, that's fine. Actually, I'll chop this up a bit more. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's make the batter. So batter essentially is just a whole bunch of flour and then you just season it however you like. So basically that's just what I'm getting. So I got some flour here. I picked this up at the Chinese supermarket, and I got some panko breadcrumbs because I don't know, it's filler material, and I just want to put in as much as I want, put as much as I can. Got some shiradashi. Got some vegetable stock. What else? What else? What else? Ah, great. That is just great. I spilled some coriander all over the place. Why not? Why not? You caused this much trouble, I might as well include you. Coriander, nutmeg. I'm trying to remember what else I put in last time. What else? What else? White pepper, salt. White pepper, salt. Ajinomoto, also known as MSG, but I've always known it as Ajinomoto, and I'll stick with that. And this comes in later, but I'm gonna put in some bacon to go along with it. So I've got some bacon from breakfast, so I'm gonna include that. Let's see. First, I'm going to throw in the flour. So this is how much we're dealing with. Like I said, I don't do measurements, I just eyeball everything. What you want is a rather thick batter. Right, that will do. If it's not enough, I can always add more. You can always add more, but you can never take away. That's a little chemistry tip. Let's see. So that's the flour. I'm adding Funko. Maybe, yeah, maybe this much. And let's see. Let's toss this a bit. Okay, maybe not toss it, but I'll get a fork. Actually, I'll put in the rest of the dry ingredients first. So let's see, let me just get this. Maybe half a stock cube of vegetable stock. Half a stock cube. That's fine, we're done with that. We can go here. Let's see. Salt, I'm just eyeballing this, maybe this much, maybe a bit more. You don't want it to be too salty. Salt, especially when I'm putting in Ajinomoto, also known as MSG. Let's see. Maybe a bit more. Just a tiny bit. Just a tiny smidge. Maybe a bit more. Sure, why not? So we're done with that. White pepper. I try not to go... A bit of white pepper is fine, I don't want to go overboard with that. He says as he puts in another portion in. binder. Let's see. Maybe that much. Nutmeg. Then loosen it up. And maybe put in that much. I'm being quite light with the nutmeg. Is there anything else I want to add in? I've already put in vegetable stock. That's fine. I've got some white wine that I usually use for cooking. So let's see. I'll put in that much for now. I don't want it to be too watery. And shirodashi, concentrated soup stock. I'll put in that much. And then we just stir it. Let's be putting enough flour. Ooh, that smells quite nice already. Ooh, that smells lovely. Right, I think this could do with a bit more flour. TBH, TBQH, WY. TBQH with you. But that smells quite good. I must say, it smells quite good. More flour. Try that. I can always add more if it's not enough. There's that. Maybe a bit more panko. Why not? Why not? Yeah. This is gonna be so dope. I'm looking forward to this. Get the white wine in. Oh no, that's almost all my white wine. There we go. Let's see. Let's try and get To be honest, I kind of want more batter. It's all sticking together quite well, but after this we are going to add egg to it to act as a binder. I'm gonna add in the eggs and see how that goes. Ugh. Ooh. I did want to experiment with it. I am going to add in some mayonnaise to see if that helps with the texture. Give me a second. Give me a second. There's a few other things in the fridge that I want to add in. Mayonnaise. Just a bit. Don't laugh. I think I'll do. I think that's fine. Yeah, I think that's all the mayonnaise I'm gonna get. Mix, 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 mix. Mix, 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 mix. Ooh, this is gonna be so dope. And I'm gonna be a bit unhinged. I'm gonna add some cheese to this. There we go, we got some fucking cheddar cheese. This brand, I don't know, I haven't had this brand before. I'm not too familiar with it, so I can't say much. But it will do. I'm just peeling off a slice here. See, you don't need to individually wrap every cheese square in plastic. It's completely unnecessary. Let's break this apart. Ooh, I imagine the cheese is gonna be so dope in this. Ugh. Oh my god, this is gonna be so dope. I'm really looking forward to this. I've said this so many times. But you really can't go wrong with Okonomiyaki because it is a blank canvas on which you can paint your dreams upon. Oh yeah. If only you could smell this, chat. If only you could smell this. It just smells absolutely wonderful. It smells absolutely divine. You would absolutely leap through your screen if you were to smell this. If you were to even catch a whiff of this. My god. You would be absolutely fucking spellbound. Ugh. Man, this is so fucking dope. Yeah, I don't think that really needs any more cheese, TBH. Let's see, let's see if I could get you a better view. So yeah, this is what we're working with. Gonna mix it all in a bit more. Ugh, ugh, ugh. So we've got a quite dense batter here, but here is the secret. We're going to bind them all together. Keyword bind. We're binding it like a fucking demon by including egg in our batter. So I'm gonna crack eggs this size. I'm gonna put in 2. That's 1 egg. Let me throw this away. And a 2nd egg. Ugh. Okay, give me a second. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm gonna put these away. Please bear with me. Just gonna tidy up a bit. Yeah, okay. So we added the eggs, we've got a little batter going on, but we're gonna bind it all together with the inclusion of these 2 eggs. And that should make everything rather homogeneous. Keyword, homogeneous, or homogeneous, depending how you want to pronounce it. And the inclusion of some mayonnaise should also aid in the binding process. Okay, that is how it should look like. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be absolutely fucking dope. This is gonna be so fucking dope. I am really looking forward to this. I've said this so many times. Here you go. This is what the batter should look like. But let me see. Let me see if I can enhance it. So this is what the batter looks like. Try and zoom in so you can have an idea of what it looks like. And then this is what it looks like in infrared. Yeah. So this is how your batter should look like in infrared vision. And yeah. I'm gonna mix it up a bit more, just get everything mixed up a bit. Guess, you know, I'm just trying to make sure it is mixed super properly. Get every single corner, make sure everything is covered in batter. Oh my god, what the hell was that? Right, and that's it. It is ready to cook. But I'm gonna do a couple more things. First off, actually, I'll put this in the frying pan first. Let's see. In the frying pan, over here, I'm gonna put in some motherfucking bacon. Bacon from this morning that I did not finish. There we go. I think this is plenty, TBH. I'll put the rest of the bacon in. Ooh, this is gonna be so dope. Right. Let me just break it apart first. Ugh. Give me my bacon fingers. So I'm just arranging it on the pan for now because I'm gonna essentially be pouring all the batter onto this. So if I do this, just flatten it out. Just like that. That should be fine. I'm trying to get everything flat, just so that it all cooks evenly. I think that should be fine. Sorry. I'm just licking the fucking bacon grease off my fingers. That's so good. Let's see. I kind of want to add this to the okonomiyaki batter, but I think I will give it a pass for now. However, another thing. I'm not gonna use this. I'll grab a different pan. So you need okonomiyaki sauce to go with this. So that's what I'm gonna make. Ooh. Hold on, let me put a few things away. Let me tidy up a bit more. Clean as you go. Where is it? I got that. And this. And one more thing. So, okonomiyaki sauce. I don't have all the ingredients, but this is a quick and dirty version. Tomato ketchup. Maybe this much. Worcestershire sauce. You want more Worcestershire sauce than there is ketchup. You have to be quite generous with it. Be quite generous. Do not be shy. And to balance out the sourness from the Worcestershire sauce and ketchup, you want to add some white sugar. Actually, I think any sugar is fine, to be honest. You just want to add a bit of sweetness to balance it out. That much. And this is my little twist on it. Some ketchup manis, which is a sweet soy sauce. Did you know ketchup manis is where the word ketchup comes from? The sweetness comes from the inclusion of molasses. Maybe this much. I'm just eyeballing it. And let's see. Just gonna stir this up a bit. Make sure it's all mixed up and I'll do an initial taste. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Ooh, I'm looking forward to this. I'll put this on the lowest heat possible. And I'll put a splash of white wine because why not? Why not? Ooh, I think the only thing I'm missing is mustard. Dijon mustard, because I used that last time I cooked okonomiyaki not too long ago, and it went so well with it. Do another test. Yeah, that's fucking dope. I'm gonna let that cook on low heat. Oh, hell yeah. I've got more mustard in the fridge. Yes! This is gonna be so fucking dope. I'm gonna tidy up a few things away. Right. Hopefully that's not in the way. I don't want to like bump into anything. Right, that should be fine. So there's bacon in there, but I'm gonna add in a bit of oil. I'm gonna add in quite a bit of oil. I'm not trying to deep fry it, but I do want it to cook the okonomiyaki batter evenly. And let's see, let me quickly grab something. Where is it? Oh, I had it here. I've got it just in case. Let's see, how is the sauce going? Right. The sauce is absolutely fine. I kind of just want to reduce it a bit. Right. We've got our batter. It is good to go. All we have to do now is get the heat going. So this is on, say, medium-low heat. Because I want to cook the batter all the way through. Just gonna distribute the oil. Oh, I am really looking forward to this. I should probably get the spatula. Get that oil moving. Get that oil all around. There we go. Let's chop that bacon up a bit. I'm gonna take off my headphones for a second so I could actually hear. Yeah, that's starting to cook. Sorry, my headphones off for a second. It is starting to cook. I'm gonna take both my headphones off. This is almost ready to cook. Get that going, and I'm just gonna go in with batter. Ugh. Gonna reduce the heat just a tiny bit. I'm gonna use a spoon actually. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Alright, here we go. Right, we're done with the spoon. Gonna use the spatula for the rest. Let's get this all over. I kind of want to tuck this in. Tuck it in. Tuck that bacon in. Bring it up to medium heat. And I'm going to put the lid on so it cooks evenly. Right, I'm gonna put my headphones back on. Yeah, and that's it. You just wait. Wait for it to cook. How's my sauce looking? Sauce is fine, so I'm gonna take it off the heat. I'll turn off the heat. So, how was your day? Ooh, I could actually do with the drink. I'm rather parched. I'm gonna take a sip. Cheers, everybody. I should reheat my rice in the meantime, but let me keep an eye on this. That's fine. Ooh, it smells wonderful. Let me get some extra bit of batter in there. god, guys, it smells so fucking good. Guys, you wouldn't believe me. Oh. I'm okay. Right, I'm taking off my headphones again just so I can hear it. Ooh, it's crisped up quite nicely. I'm actually gonna have to chop this up, unfortunately, as much as I would like it to be one big piece. I'll cut it to quarters, because that's more manageable. Right. Second. Separate these properly. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. This is a pretty hard part. Okay, that could have gone a lot worse. Oh, it's crumbling at the edges, but I'll do my best. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. This is coming along quite nicely. Ooh, look at that, look at that. So I'm going to cook the other side for a bit. My rice is ready. Put some good white rice. And I could slather a bit of sauce on the cooked side for the time being. Maybe like that. Maybe like that. This. I don't know if I'm doing the order right, but the sauce is good either way. It'll be much easier if I had a brush, but that's fine. Who is that? Who is that in my chat? 810 flips, thank you very much. I did my best. I'm glad you enjoyed my flips. Welcome to the stream. It's not often that I do a cooking stream, usually it goes a lot worse than that. So, but we're almost done making this. Yeah, doing cooking streams is a bit hard, everything is all over the place, so it's not my usual gaming streams where I have everything on one monitor, so yeah, thank you for understanding. But ideally, if I had more space, if I had like a bigger pan, I don't know. I don't think I'd be able to do it, but I would much rather have it all in one piece. If I was a bit more bold, I guess. So I'm just doing that. Yeah, take a look at that. It's crisped up quite nicely. Let me check the underside. The underside could do with a bit more. It just needs a bit more time, that's fine. But my god, this is coming along really nicely. I think I just ate uncooked batter. I should be fine though. Ooh, this is gonna be so dope. I've cooked this before, I've cooked another form of it, and it always came out really nicely. You cannot really go wrong with this. It's an easy recipe. It's just only time consuming in preparation. That's the only thing, that's my only complaint about it. But otherwise, cooking it is really straightforward. In the meantime, I'm going to open up some Dijon mustard. This is not a typical ingredient you would put in this, but I found that it's a nice addition to it. It really complements it. Actually, I will add it later. What I want to do is cook the underside first. I'm gonna flip it again, add the mustard. No. Yes, I'm going to flip it again, slather the rest of the sauce on, flip it again, and then add the Dijon mustard and the rest of the sauce. Ooh, I am so hungry. This is actually my breakfast. What time is it? It is midnight. So, yes, there is mayonnaise. However, I added it in the batter. Normally, you would add it after as like a condiment as a topping, but I decided to add it in the batter as a binder to go along with the eggs to keep everything together. At least that was the theory. But let's see. Ooh, this might fall apart. This particular piece isn't looking too good. It might fall apart on me, but that's fine. Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, I thought so, but that's fine, because it's already cooked. I'm gonna lower the heat a bit. Ooh, okay, that's a bit too spicy. This bit's a bit too spicy. This bit's a bit too spicy too. But it's alright. It's okay, not to worry. Sauce. More sauce. Lower the heat. You know what? I'm gonna put the rest on. Get the rest on there. Let's switch to low heat. I don't want to spend too much time cooking the other side because it's already been cooked. Like that. Gonna turn off the heat. What a flip. So, my theory is that maybe I could have added more flour to it to keep things together. Maybe I didn't add more flour. 2 eggs was enough, I found. It was looking a bit burnt, but it's fine. Part of it is sauce, but. What I want is this. Some Dijon mustard. That much. That much. That much. And that much. And basically I'm just gonna spread it evenly, get it mixed in with the sauce that I slathered on. Yeah, and that's it. That's all there is to it. That's essentially done. Maybe I wish I had a bit more sauce to put on top. Much like that. Maybe like that. Like that. But that's it. That's it. We're essentially done. That is okonomiyaki. At least that's my version of okonomiyaki. It's not... I would actually argue it's as good as the restaurant version. But yeah. Got some white rice. Just gonna dump it on there. Ooh, yes. So got some bacon on there. I don't have okonomiyaki sauce. I've already used that in the cooking process. I probably should have saved some for the end, but that's fine. Let's see. Am I missing anything? I'm gonna tidy up a bit. Alright, hopefully I still have some remaining mustard here. I mean, mayonnaise. Let's see. Beer, I said this earlier. The last time I made this a couple of weeks ago, a week or two ago, I used beer in the batter. So I essentially made a beer batter and it came out really nicely. But this time, because I didn't have beer, I used wine instead. White wine. And yeah, no, beer or wine, it really... I didn't use water at all. I didn't use any water at all in this. So let's see if we can get some mayonnaise out of this. This is like an almost empty bottle here. So, like I said, no okonomiyaki sauce, but we do have mustard. Don't laugh. Okay, it's not Kewpie mayonnaise, but it's mayonnaise nonetheless. So yeah, put that next in here. Man, this is so dope. It is still quite hot. I'm just gonna tidy up a bit before I take a bite. But my god, it came out really nicely the whole time. Really looking forward to this. Right, I could sit at the side there. I can have that later. I'm just gonna tidy up a bit. Put that there. I can go here. Boiling some water so it's easy for me to clean. And go here. Oof. But yeah, that's essentially the whole stream done. We're done with the stream. It's just a matter of enjoying what I just made. So there we go. Okonomiyaki made with Brussels sprouts, surplus Brussels sprouts, and bacon as well. And I seasoned the flour because that's a key component. But yeah, gonna take a bite. Cheers, everybody. Let's try a plain bit. Because even during the preparation process, when the batter was still raw, it just smelled absolutely wonderful. But yeah, let's try a plain bit. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm still chewing. But yeah, if you have a cabbage sitting in your fridge, or if you have some extra Brussels sprouts that you have no idea what to do with, okonomiyaki is always an option for you. Good stuff. No Instagram pics? No, I kind of just did it all in one take. Maybe. The last time I made okonomiyaki, I did take some photos, but I'll do that next time. I'll do that another time. But yeah. Is there anything else I want to say? I was about to say something, but I forgot. Oh, hold on, give me a second. I'm just gonna quickly do this. Put some soap in there. And boiling water so it's not a fucking pain to clean up afterwards. Do I have anything else to say? No. Not really, not immediately. But see if I wrap up the stream and finally end the stream, I'm gonna be like, oh, I should have said that at the end, but that's usually how it goes, really. I'll take a few more bites and then I'll wrap up the stream here. But yeah, thank you for stopping by. I'd like to do more cooking streams, and there was some technical difficulties at the beginning, but we seem to have overcome that. Oh, I know what I was about to say. But let me finish this bite first. So yeah, if you have like leftover cabbage or Brussels sprouts, okonomiyaki is always an option. But the other thing I thought about cooking for a cooking stream was using pancetta and my leftover Brussels sprouts or cabbage to make ramen broth. So I might do that for another cooking stream in the future. I'm looking forward to that. So I'll be using like European ingredients. I try to not use specialist ingredients for that sort of cooking. Who's this? Ramen. Oh, thank you for following the banana bread. Ramen. It's not something that I specialize at, but I try to use like more I try to use less specialist ingredients. I try to use something more accessible. That's the idea behind it. So I'll be using like European ingredients, just stuff that you get at the supermarket. I'll try to use, yeah, like I said, more accessible ingredients and whatnot. But yeah, looking forward to it. Like I said, it's not often that I do a cooking stream, but I try to do more of it. And I do enjoy cooking, I just hate cleaning up afterwards. But, is there anything else I want to say? We are at the end of the stream. We are at the tail end of the stream. Not really. Yeah, I'm just gonna wrap up here. To be honest, I'm not gonna do a raid or anything because my technical setup here is an absolute fucking nightmare to work with. Because as I was setting up earlier, my laptop fucking crashed because it could not bear the whole resources going on. It's going like a fucking jet engine right now, to be fair. But yeah, I might stream later tonight, I might stream tomorrow. I don't know what. Typically, when I'm out of ideas, I do gaming streams. But I'd really much rather avoid that because that's kind of an easy pit to fall into. But yeah. And I don't have work until the end of January, so I'm trying to stream more regularly with the spare time that I have at the moment. Yeah, I'm just gonna eat the rest of this, and I'm just gonna end the stream here. I'm not gonna do a raid. But yeah, thank you for stopping by. I don't know the next time I'll stream, but hopefully it won't be too long until then. So yeah, until next time, take it easy, and good night. Bye bye, bye, thanks for stopping by. Bye bye, 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 bye bye, take it easy, bye, thank you, bye, bye bye, bye.